guys, how are you? My name is Sneha Agarwal, and with me, I have my friend Meghna Gupta, and we are the students of NIFT Bangalore. And as you all know, situation test is almost around the corner, and I hope you guys have started preparing for it. So, today we are going to conduct a fun short session for you, and will help you know a few basic tips and tricks to crack NIFT situation test, and also will help you learn a basic model making skill, which is how to make a cube, because cube is one of the primary things that you learn when you practice for your situation test. So today Miss Meghna will help us learn how to make a perfect cube for your situation test.
So here I am gonna tell you how to make a basic shape, that is cube. So first we need a thick paper. Don't take thin paper, because if you put glue on that, it will get ruined or tear off. So we are making cube by 4 by 4. So
the first step is to make a basic shape. We will teach you how to make the structure of it. You can also take a screenshot of it for your later references. Firstly, decide the size of the cube that you want to make. Here we are making a mark the pointers accordingly. Be very precise with your measurements. A quick tip, do not switch your scale while you are making the measurements, because sometimes the scales have differences of few millimeters, so then it will become a little difficult for you to get the accurate.
always keep your measurements in dark with dark pencil, so that you can see where you have to make a cut or something.
As you saw, we marked measurements and points for 4 centimeter each, and now we are connecting the dots.
So this is the basic four side. Now we have to make bottom and bottom and top side of the square. So here we will make down side, and here we will make top side.
To understand a cube, we should know that it has 6 faces. So the 4 side faces we have done in vertical manner, and on the left and right side we'll be doing the top portion and the bottom portion.
Now we will take like half centimeter from each side to make a flaps for it to paste it. So we will take only one side for flaps, because if you are taking both the side, it will be the edges will not come as sharp. So better to take only flaps on one side.
The another method that you can follow for making flaps is to do it on alternate sides. This also works exactly the same way.
So here is the basic shape of cube we had made in this sheet. Now we will cut it by the help of paper cutter. Always use steel scale, because if you are using a plastic scale, its edges will cut and you will not get a cube as fine. So always use steel scale.
And be very careful while you're using the sharp cutter, because if you get your finger cut during your examination, it will become very difficult to complete your model. So be very careful while you're using a cutter.
Now we will cut only this flap and this flap. Don't take it lower, otherwise your cube will get.
You should be very careful while cutting. Do not be in a hurry. Cut it calmly, otherwise the shape will not be very much precise. Take your time, put your scale nicely on the lines that you drew.
So here we got the basic shape. Now we will cut these sides, like we will make a V.
Roughly at an angle of 45 degree we generally cut it. But it is okay if you are not using a protector to make an exact 45 degree, because you will have a time limit in your examination hall and we do not want you to spend time in these minor things. So you can just take an approximate measurement of 45 degree and cut it, so that the main motive to cut these are so that the flaps can interlock and we can paste and make a cube out of it. There are few ways of making a cube, same cube, but this is one of the easiest method that we generally teach. But you are, or every time you are free to use the method you find comfortable. If you want, we can teach you other methods as well in our upcoming videos.
I know you are thinking that why I am using for this little detail this cutter, because cutter always gives a fine cut than a scissor. So it's better you use cutter always to get a fine. So here you can see I have cut all the flaps and make it in a V shape. Now what we will do, we will take back side of this cutter and we will give a little cut on each line, so we can fold it easily to get a sharp edge.
Do not put a lot of pressure on it, otherwise you'll end up cutting the flaps itself.
Yeah.
Do it very lightly so that we can get a crease and we can fold it in a precise manner. And also be very careful while you're using it, and be very mindful, do not use the front side of the cutter and only use the back side of the
If
cutter
you
with
have
light hands.
very thick paper, you can actually use a front size, but you should know how deep you have to cut.
While working with white sheets or any other colorful sheets,
Just take a strip of paper while working with white sheet. What you have to do, just cut a strip like this and use to blend your Fevicol for a smooth finish. So if it doesn't stick to your hand, so it make the paper dirty, look bad. Don't use a lot of amount of Fevicol, because it will stick to your hand and it will give a bad look to your any of the shapes or any of the model. It will get stained by black. So here is the four side of it's done. Now we have to do the upside and the downside. So we will do the upside first. We will put all together. We will put Fevicol. In first, if you will try for the first time, it will take time, but as much as you will practice, you will find it easier to do, I guess. So practice a lot for your situation test to complete your model as on a time. So here is the cube. It is ready now. You can see the edges and all, how sharp it is. So try it wherever you are and just comment down if you have any doubt regarding to anything. We will answer your questions in the next video, or we will be coming live. We will let you know, or register the link in below to get.
Or if not, you can slow the video or take a pause and do it. And you can also send us the pictures of the cubes that you will be making with us on our Instagram page, and we will definitely like to give you a feedback if you require. So to join our classes, you can register below. We'll leave a link in the description, and you can leave your queries there, and you can also enroll for our regular classes for situation test. And yeah, happy learning. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for joining.